Hello and welcome to Win the Battle Against Food Temptations video blog. My name is Salom and I'm a behavior coach for all things life here with Emerge. First of all, I wanted to congratulate you for being proactive about your health goals. Today, I focus my work on mindset coaching, but for almost 20 years, I worked fully committed in the weight loss industry. In many ways, it is closely related as all changes truly begin in our mind. Now, weight loss is an important part of our health and hence our life. Eating is also a behavior, which is why I wanted to offer you a new perspective on the challenge of losing weight from a behavioral standpoint. That being said, let's jump right into it. We all know what we need to do in order to lose weight and be healthy. The formula is quite simple, really. Eating healthy and exercising, and you will have that healthy body that you desire. That's it. But you knew that already. We all do. And the real question is, why don't we just do that? How come we behave against our own knowledge? Well, the answer to that lies within a much deeper layer of mind and behaviors that can only be truly conquered by exploring within ourselves. For now, and for the purpose of this video, we will focus on a single yet very important factor that will keep us from achieving the health that we desire. That is food temptations. Understanding it, preventing it, and resisting them. Food temptations are present every single time we make the wrong food choice. Without these temptations, we could easily succeed at transforming the way that we eat. So we can agree that it is a major factor in our present mission. Now, temptation is present during certain conditions. Understanding these conditions will empower you to avoid them and/or handle them more effectively. Today, I will speak about 7 major conditions where the chance of a temptation strike exists. I will start with the more obvious and then move on to the least expected ones. The most common condition that enables a food craving is hunger. Hunger is quite the contender and can break the strongest of wills by its mere presence. Battling this monster will take all of your mind energy, and yet it may still win on us. The best approach is avoidance. Avoiding the sensation of hunger can be a challenge to some with very busy lifestyles, but it is not impossible. With a determined mindset, you can create an effective plan of action and succeed. Now, the general rule to avoid hunger is simple. Eat often, eat healthy, well-balanced small meals. By well-balanced, I mean each meal should have all 3 macronutrients. These are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. This type of eating will flatline your blood sugar levels and eliminate the sensation of hunger. It also has other added values, such as accelerating your metabolism, which also will help you drop some pounds. Now, that's the general rule and a phenomenal way of living healthy. But we all know that sometimes hunger will still strike and temptations will soon be knocking on our door. At that point, what do? The best plan of action once hunger and temptation are present is to offend with food. This means eat and do it as soon as possible. When hungry, there is a great chance you will already be in a state of full desire for the not healthy food choice. So here is when you take a break and you make a deal with yourself about grabbing whatever it is that you're craving only after you have satisfied your hunger, which is about 20 minutes roughly after your first bite. Make your immediate meal healthy and as balanced as possible. Eat it slow and mindfully until you truly feel satisfied and hunger is no longer there. Now, if hunger was the only present condition during this temptation episode, then after having eliminated it, take a few minutes to reconnect to the importance of your weight loss mission, to vividly visualize your goals and what they mean for your life. At this point, you should be able to go on your day without making the not healthy choice. Hunger may not be the only present condition though. In this case, we need to now tackle other conditions. The next one I would like to talk about is access. When a craving hits, it is like a timing bomb, and the mind is absent during the first few minutes. This means that if we have an immediate access to the food, meaning it is within reach, we're going to grab it, we're going to eat it, and then maybe ask some questions. So access is a major contributor for falling for a craving. To be ready for this possibility, eliminate all easy access to not healthy foods. Make sure that they're not in your house or in your desk drawer at work. This is pre-planning and it should be quite possible. If you're thinking, well, what about my family? They need their treats. Well, ask yourself this. Why would you give your loved ones what you know is harmful to their health sooner or later? For example, a growing child needs to be set up for success, not future health issues. And someone that gains the weight is still just as harmed by these foods as someone that does. So love them by taking away their easy access to bad foods. This does not mean that they will never eat it. It just means that they will not have easy access to it. The next major condition that enables temptation is about programming. You will be surprised how many of our cravings have been programmed into our minds. Unfortunately, it is vastly more important to some businesses to sell you their product than it is to contribute to your health. So they have intelligent experts, psychologists, marketing gurus working very hard behind the scenes to create ads and messages that will seduce you and make you want to consume their products. The products are already filled with additives that will grip onto your chemical addictions, but you have to eat them first in order to become addicted. So they have to place their products in front of you in known moments of psychology weakness to make sure that you desire their products. Notice, for example, how in cable TV, it is during the after work hours around 9 p.m. the most unhealthy foods ads begin to play more often. This is not by chance. And by watching these day after day, month after month, it creates a neurological pathway on your brain that is triggered by time or sound and makes you desire their food. So what is the solution, you might ask? Well, you can not watch TV or simply choose ad-less media services like Netflix and other streaming solutions that will not force you to watch commercials at specific recurrent times and become programmed. If this is not possible, well, I suggest to mute the TV and walk away in every time the adverts begin. Which brings me to our fourth condition, habit. A habit is also a neurological pathway that has been carved with time and consistency. When we do the same action at the same time every day, this develops a habit. That is the same strategy, though, that we use to break it. It is a slow and consistent process of eliminating the repeating action we do every single day. Say 4 p.m. candy snack is a habit that you have recognized as harmful for your mission and you would like to eliminate it. In such case, there are many techniques to achieve this, but it is mainly about eliminating the consistency of the behaviors related to eating the snack. First, by changing the time when we eat it every day, then by eliminating the daily factor and slowly eliminating the habit in itself. A random candy does not hurt anyone, but a candy habit surely will. Be sure to watch my video on habits for further techniques and strategies on eliminating bad habits. Another condition is nutritional deficiencies. Our bodies are quite an amazing self-healing machine. But for this, it requires fuel in the form of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. When we're running low on a particular nutrient, our body sends cravings to our senses to entice us to consume the foods that contain that nutrient that we need. This is particularly noticeable during hormonal changes. Keep in mind, though, that this is in no way exclusive to ladies. Men also have hormonal fluctuation, although it is often harder for them to recognize the symptoms. For example, for ladies, it is much easier to recognize the sudden desires we have for chocolate consumption during the menstruation cycle. In this case, what we're dealing with is a human body in increased need of one or many nutrients that is found in chocolates or whatever it is, that food that you're craving. These strong cravings are also often seen during pregnancy, and it explains those rare food choices that pregnant women make, or I should say their babies. Anyways, the solution to this condition is to provide the body with the nutrients desired and stay clear of those that can be harmful to our mission. To go back to the same example, if you desire chocolate, it is really the magnesium and or the antioxidants in it that your body really needs. So again, Make a deal with yourself and ensure that you have a diet full of the nutrients found in the foods that you crave the most. Or find products that offer the right combination of ingredients without the harmful ones. When you have a consistent craving, find out what are the main nutrients in that food that your body could be needing. You can find this easily by Googling your craving. Now, if you're nutritionally satisfied, you will find desire for this food may still be there, simply because you know that they're delicious. But they're in no way controlling you, and you can choose to have them sporadically without damaging your mission. All right, the next condition is a major player, although not often as obvious to ourselves. It's about state of mind. What do I mean by it? Well, no matter how strong and happy we are all the time, on certain moments of disappointment, pain, fear, stress, all humans instinctively reach out for comfort. The true comfort that we desire is love, in one or many of its forms. But when absent, or when we are unable to reach out or within for it, we look for a synthetic substitute, food, which produces a similar chemical reaction in our brains. Eating sugary or other so-called comfort foods give us a temporary relief, but in no way creates a true fix. Think of it as a pill that takes away your headache, but never really took care of its source. Dehydration, vision, whatever that source is. Anyways, this is quite the double-edged knife. On one side, we want comfort for the negative emotions that we are experiencing. And on the other side, it is those same negative feelings that keep us from making the healthy, self-loving choices. If we have had a bad day, or a bad conversation, or anything that triggered our emotions to take a negative spin, this will generate a high-risk moment for low-guard temptation management. How you feel about yourself will temporarily cramp your self-love, and without this self-love, the whole mission of self-improvement weakens. Managing the state of your mind is more layered that can be conveyed in this video, but it helps to work within, with a coach or on your own, to ensure that you are first of all in a good state of mind, with life balance and happiness, and also to ensure that you are able to recognize the causes of your occasional distresses, whether they are internal or external, and create a good tactic to address them and overcome them before they even become a self-destructive pattern of behavior. Well, last but certainly not least is addictions. I am not talking about emotional addictions, but actual chemical addictions. As you well know, sugar and many processed foods are highly addictive and make it practically impossible to avoid temptation. So it is imperative to eliminate these addictions first. Basically, these chemicals have a strong grip on your brain and they trigger intense desires that have absolutely nothing to do with your nutritional needs. Now, the first step is to find out if you're addicted to any foods and to understand the grip they may have on you. Beating a sugar or food addiction is hard work, as it is in any other type of drug addiction. If you do have it, then check out my blog on how to beat sugar addictions to understand and create a plan of action to eliminate them. It is not only possible, it is imperative for your success. Well guys, that about covers it. Understanding how these conditions enable temptation is a powerful weapon in the battle against food temptations. Take the time to think about how each one applies specifically to you and create a plan of action to be ready for them. If you would like to further explore this or any other life challenge, I would like to invite you to schedule yourself in our calendar for a free, no obligation, one-on-one coaching session. This is a great opportunity to speak to an expert, and who knows what you might find. Remember, change is only found through action. Good luck.